Looking at something?
Oh, nothing in particular, really. It's just kind of a habit. Checking our status, the war, watching for info updates. Silly. Don't know why I still bother to check it anymore. Not like there'd be updates. Oh.
What is it?
An icon just popped up. Over your head.
Huh? Oh yeah. Now I can see an icon for you as well.
When did we unlock a feature like this? I've never noticed it before. Yours seems to be the only one not locked.
Huh?
What?
Oh! He's lit up like a sparking light bulb.
I guess there must still be more to this feature.
Hey, that's Mimi's!
What in the blazes?
I've never used this kind of blade before, but all the techniques I can use with it are flashing before my eyes.
It's so weird. Not like we suddenly just gained the knowledge out of the blue, but as if it were always ingrained deep within us. Strange.
Oh, doesn't look like I can get Mimi's gear. Now that's a shame. This it? How come I got Moody Guts and not Noah's, huh?
That's what I'd like to know. Your class is the only one I can seem to pick, unfortunately.
Whoa! You can lug this thing about without a power frame. Not bad.
Don't know how this is even working, but cool.
But is this all part of Ouroboros too? If it gives us more options in battle, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I want to take this new blade out for a spin.
From here, we head due south, right?
Perfect. We can test them out on the road.
Oh boy, we can now change classes! Go to Characters Class, change Characters Classes. Upon winning a battle, you'll receive class points. That will increase your class rank. The quickest way to increase class rank is to continually use one class. Hello people! I'm Gage, and welcome back to some more Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I just skipped over a ton of stuff, but hey, it's gonna go over it anyway. Change someone's class. You can change the classes of individual characters. I thought it would have just automatically changed them after the cutscene, you know, because they all changed in the cutscene. Whatever. We now click class and then change our class. Alright, so here we go. Now let's change Mio's class to Swordfighter. Cool.
I'm fine with attacking.
Oh my god. I don't need the tutorial. This should be the last tutorial for a while. I mean, there's gonna be like a couple more tutorials in the game, but there's not gonna be that many more. We're past the annoying phase of all of them. Now that Noah's class has been switched to Zephyr, let's set up his Master Arts. Alright, so Master Arts, can I press button? Okay, I know how to play, okay. I get it. Yeah, let me play the game. The left is the regular arts, yeah, okay. Over here, we got stuff that you can use for your Master Arts. Mastering an art with another class and setting it here will allow you to use it while playing as another class. So we can select ground beat. Set wide slash to Mio's Master Arts. Okay. Yep. Oh my god, hold on. This is annoying. This is so boring. I don't care. Does it really have to make me do this all over? Just let me do it myself. It's much faster without this stupid tutorial message getting in the way. Okay, shut up. Shut up. Shut up! Oh my god, now we have master skills! At least it's telling you what these are. I do want to say this though, I have an Agnian class right now, but that means I can only use a master skill or a master art from a Kavesi class. So, I'm using all the skills and I'm using some skills and arts from the Swordfighter class and the Zephyr class now on Mio. Over here, Ninja Healer, yup. Oh my god, this is so boring. The tutorials in this game suck. I gotta admit, they're not good. They're really bad. I mean, they're good at teaching you what you need to do, but they take so long. Like, make them optional. It's so annoying, especially when I've already played the game like 4 times. You will not be able to change classes or edit a master arts for a time. These options will become unlocked again after you progress in the main story. It's not going to be that long until we have access to these. Let's go ahead and play as Noah with the Zephyr class, because, why not? Yeah, let's go. So, classes with different characters are not really all that different. They're pretty much the same. The only thing that's different is the character's base stats with the class, so it's not like it matters much. I will say there is one thing that matters a little bit, and it's how fast characters rank up in a class. We'll go over that a bit later, though. First, let's get a Nopon coin from this skirmish. Here we go, man. Actually, I kind of want to get the Swordfighter classes stuff going first. Yeah. Huh? Can I do thing? What the hell? Hold on. Alright, they had to respawn Nopon coin. I kind of just wanted to go with Swordfighter class. Anyway, over here, we have ground beat, of course. I didn't want ground beat. Let's focus our efforts on these guys here. We do have sword strike. And edge thrust. Oh crap, no! I did that from the side! As you can see, talent arts and stuff are not locked to a character, they're locked to the class, which makes sense. Yeah, we have Overclock Buster on Mio right now, which is very, very cool. I need to get up here and kill this Crusted. This thing is destroying me. Oh yeah, and this is Fusion! It fuses 2 arts together using both arts at the same time, which can do a lot of extra damage. You're gonna want to do that most of the time. Alright, but there we go. Got myself a Nopon coin. I do want to fight a unique monster around here. I think that Brog is it? It seems a bit bigger than all the other enemies around here. I think it's level 12. That's what it says on my notes anyway. Alright, well, let's fight. This is just a normal Brog. Sure, we'll beat up this Brog. That's not a unique monster. That's just an elite monster. Okay. I do actually need to change this class's arts. I don't like ground beat. Oh, I can't change arts. I can auto build though, which replaces it with air slash. Okay. I don't know why they don't let you change arts, though. That's really dumb. I get not changing classes so you can experience playing with a different class on another character. But it's really dumb how you can't,
What's this?
What? What, Lance? What?
Let's pocket it then.
An item. Whoa. Let's just fight this Brog, I guess. I wonder where that unique monster is. I seriously don't... Oh, maybe it's up ahead then. Oh, is that it? I don't frickin' know. I swear it was a Brog, though. I conquered the elite monster. He is done. Nice. Also, we just ranked up a little bit as well. And you can see what your rank is in the menu here. So, everybody except for Uni and Tyon are in rank 2 in their classes. It's kind of weird how they're not ranking up with everybody else. I don't know. It's weird. Kind of strange. Anyway, yeah, there's the unique monster. I kind of figured it was a giant brog up here. Of course, I gotta fight you now. Of course. These freaking brogs. There are so many of these around here. I am going to get rid of all of them just so it's easier to take out the unique monster. And, ooh, an ether channel. I might actually, do that in a minute. Because I kind of need myself some more ether. Also, as you can see, some of the animations for attacking with Swordfighter as Mio are different. So, it's not the same animations. They didn't just copy and paste animations from Noah to Mio. I don't even know how that would work. They're completely different models, but, yeah. I like it. I like it.
Don't mind if I do.
It shows that Noah has way more experience and, more importantly, style when fighting with his sword rather than Mio does. Mio is rather inexperienced with it, so she doesn't have as much style as Noah does. Anyway, the Indiscreet Gombaba. This unique monster is going to be a little tough. I recommend charging up your whatever it's called, your talent art as soon as possible, because you want to save that for when it does a sumo press attack, because I believe that's an AoE attack, and that can just blast all of the party members. So to avoid that with the character you're playing as, you can just use a talent art. There. Much better that way. So yeah, I'm gonna hang on to Overclock Buster. I'm not gonna use it until I see he's using Sumo Press. It is a normal... Okay. Oh, crap, I missed it. Alright, but yeah, it does inflict blowdown. It's kind of terrible. Here we go. Alright, let's go ahead and go in with a Sword Strike. Break him. Can we kill him, please? Okay. Hey, Senna! Senna, topple him! Senna! Okay. Air slash, there we go. Nice. I wish Senna would have toppled him, that would have been nice. It's fine, though. Okay. Let's go with the Sword Strike. I want to topple him. Oh, crap. Didn't even break him. Alright. We're not even halfway done with him yet. I'm really sad, because half of the party is now poisoned. It's literally just Mio and Noah now. Okay. Uh-oh. Alright. Well, let's be careful then. I might need to level up. I don't know. Kind of losing hope, but hey, we're already halfway done. But now he's enraged, meaning he's going to do this a lot more! There we go! I managed to avoid his attack, I think. Probably not, but hey. It did some damage to him. Okay, Edge Thrust. I'm gonna charge up Overclock Buster even more. Literally just one more roll action, I think I'm good. Here we go. It's barely even a roll action. It's not a roll action. I need to get some more Master Arts, for Swordfighter on Mio. Because it would just be way better if I had a Directional Art or something as the Master Art. I don't know if that is a thing. Oh, I can actually think of one instance where a Directional Art is a Master Art. Well, it's not a Directional Art, but it actually, never mind. I don't think I can think of one. My brain ain't working. Here. Well, actually, we can just check Noah real quick. Does he have one? No, he has Ground Beat, which is terrible. Ground Beat sucks, okay? I'm not liking my odds now! Oh, there's a Regenerate circle! The Regenerate. Why is nobody here? Okay, when in this situation, follow the leader, so we can get all to heal. And, okay, Noah's alive somehow. He's gonna die. He has 22 HP. He's dead. Alright, I'm just gonna go in with this and then use Overclock Buster. I probably should have waited until he was dazed, but I don't care. He's already almost dead. I'm stuck in his thigh. Can I come back? Okay, Edge Thrust. Oh, he is so close. Come on. I'm poisoned. Everybody's poisoned. We're all dying. I want to get that evasion up as well, because I don't have that extra evasion stat that the Zephyr class has. Ooh, regenerate as well. Nice. Everybody needs to stay regenerating. Stay regenerating. I'm going to go ahead and go in and... Oh, hey, we beat him. Oh, thank goodness, man. Oh, thank goodness. First socks, golden brog oil, bunnet choker. Let's go ahead and look at these items. Why not? Let's see. Accessories. Apprentice band braces. I do want to say, you can click auto build and build your team a little bit. So they'll give you an item or whatever. It's honestly really good if you do this, so we'll go ahead and just do this. It might change the accessory immediately. Most of the time, I recommend just going with this. Just clicking auto build and going. There are other times, though, where you really want to change the arts for specific situations, or just, like, the game will recommend an art that I would say is not very good, or is not as good as another art on that class. So, yeah, for those times, you want to make sure that you're not doing that, but for other situations, it's fine to just use auto build. For most situations, it's fine to go with auto build. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and grind a little bit, just so I can beat up some of these bunnets. And then we're gonna go fight another unique monster. It's literally right over there.
Alright, let's try it out on these critters.
Hey, this is still new to us. Don't rush in.
No, I'm not doing that yet. Let's just go ahead and fight this unique monster. I kind of don't want to move on a little... I kind of don't want to move on yet, honestly. I just want to keep going with this. Let's go ahead and try this unique monster. Focus on the unique monster. Okay. Sometimes this game is really annoying about that, where it just won't let me attack the enemy I'm trying to attack. I really hope we're not going to attract a bunch of random monsters. Usually, I'm pretty sure Flammy... Are these Flammy? I think they're Flammy. Usually they don't want to join in battles, so we should be fine, honestly. We should be. Okay, let's go in with Edge Thrust. Nice. I wish I had Overclock Buster charged up, but I don't. This is the very beginning of the fight. This water is gorgeous. My god. This water is so pretty. Also, something came to mind a minute ago. The fact that they shout out the arts, like all of them, just imagine how much more work that had to be put into the voice acting in this game. There were infinitely more lines just because of how many classes and how many arts there are in this game. And believe me, I would know that there are a lot of arts in this game. More on that a bit later, honestly. More on that a bit later. Alright. Let's go ahead and edge thrust this guy. We're honestly doing a bit of a better job than that last unique monster, in my opinion. Except for the fact that Noah's about to die. Yeah, maybe not then. I probably should keep my big fat mouth shut. Oh god, okay, never mind. I'm just gonna kill Noah right away. Nice, that's one of my defenders. Okay, edge thrust, please. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and sword strike this. Alright. I'm gonna wait. Oh, crap! I think Senna missed the topple. That's bad. That is bad. No real strategy to this one. I don't think it usually has too many parts that inflict a bunch of blowdown. Except that one. There we go. I think I'm just gonna use Overclock Buster. There we go. Why not? And plus we're in a regeneration ring. God, I love this. I love this talent art that Uni's class has. It's so good. For the Medic Gunner class. It's such a good talent art. It works so well. It heals so much. I really wish it didn't have Power Ring though, honestly. Ether Cannon would probably be a bit more helpful here. Maybe. I don't even know. I don't know how much Power Ring does, or how much it increases your attack. I probably need to look into that. But, Edge Thrust, there we go. Let's go ahead and go in with another Overclock Buster. I probably should have saved it. I don't care. Because this thing is already almost done. So, here we go. Come on, let me do a Sword Strike. Boom. Nice. Okay, going with that topple. Edge thrust. Oh crap, I wish we had a smash art, because if we did, we'd be able to do a smash combo right now. Who has the launch art? I don't know, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Well, actually, does, I wonder if, yeah, Pressure Drop has launch. Okay. That's what it is. Alright. Go in with Sword Strike and Edge Thrust. Okay. And Air Slash. Nice. There we go! Conquered! Conquered Bad Fur Day. There we go. That makes no sense, but hey. I said it. I said it, so it makes sense and it's a good thing to say. That's my rule, and you will understand the— oh, hold on. There's a thing over there I really want— oh god, level 23! Oh god, oh, level 21, level 22. Listen, there are items here I want, so— I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. Here we go. Don't touch me, 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 don't touch me. That's an enemy, by the way. Don't touch me. Okay, there it is. Nice. We got over here pretty easily. I don't think there's anything around here that can kill me now. At least I hope not, because I don't remember it existing. Okay, give me these nice items. Thank you. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Does Shil have a Collectopedia card? That would be nice. Oh, okay, she does. And we have all but one item, of course. Trish. Frickin' Prickle Spice. I need the Prickle Spice. I need to find where that is. Odd Pointy Shard. Huh. Well, I wonder what that is. We'll figure that out one day. It's gonna be a long time before we figure out what those actually do, but hey, they are actually very important. Make sure you collect them. Well, I guess it's not very important, but like, they're pretty important. Oh my god, the level 22 enemy. Please don't touch me. Please don't hurt. Mio, I can't switch characters? That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Okay. Mio. That was not very good. Alright, I think we can move on a little bit now. Let's try. Might as well. We can move on just a tiny bit so we can fight these guys here. Hello, Bottom. Is that your name? Bottom Greeble. Bottom Greeble. Fusion Arts. Fusion Arts let you use a class art fused with its pair. Yep. Alright, no. Using Fusion Art allows you to chain cancel multiple arts together. Arts into Fusion Arts into arts, and Fusion Arts into other Fusion Arts. Cool! I know! Okay, I gotta get both arts fully recharged, meaning I have to auto-attack a bit. Nice. I wish I could see my arrow if the blue thing was out of the way. That would make this much easier, honestly. Okay. I just gotta sit here for like 10 seconds and wait for Air Slash to charge up again. Here we go. Okay, there we go. We did it. Now the tutorial can shut up. Okay. Goodbye, tutorial. I swear we're almost out of the tutorial zone. Win the battle. No way. Whoa. I have to win the battle against the bottom Greeble. Greeble, same thing.
I felt a lot more nimble there. Like the way you usually fight.
It looked like second nature to you. It was crazy.
You should have seen yourself.
I think I could have thrashed you. With a little more practice.
You know, it's totally bananas. Ouroboros is bonkers powerful.
Right?
The gauge for the locked icon has filled right up.
Same here.
So logically, if we gain enough experience by fighting together, we will become able to use each other's classes. That seems to be it.
As much as I'd like to experiment,
Yeah, I guess we shouldn't stay in one place for too long.
Right.
Well, better get ourselves down south.
Earn enough class points through battle, and the class's rank will increase. You can also obtain class ranks by spending Nopon coins. Each class comes with one art mastered from the start, but to master the other arts, skills, down arts, etc., you need to raise the class rank sufficiently. Class ranks are normally capped at rank 10, but by completing certain quests, you can unlock the ability to increase the rank beyond that limit. I have never read these tutorials. I guess I gotta read through this real quick. If you go to the character's class, press Z, R, you can see detailed info, yep. And then classes are graded on a scale of S, A, B, C, D. In these areas of sword equals offense, shield equals defense, heart equals healing, chest piece equals difficulty of player control. Keep that in mind. A character's compatibility with a class is also graded. Using a compatible character increases the CP gain, making it grow faster. Yeah, okay. These arts grant a special effect that will last for a while. Can I stop reading things? You can now change classes and edit master arts, thank God. Okay, I must say something real quick. For like 3 playthroughs of this game, yeah, I didn't read the tutorials much, and then I didn't know that you could frickin' just unlock classes by using Nopon coins. Or you can rank up in classes by using Nopon coins. I didn't know that for the entire duration of like 3 playthroughs, and then I randomly figured, or I guess it was 2 whole playthroughs, but still, that was a lot of hours. It was at least over 100 hours I spent not knowing that you could just do this, so I would grind against elite monsters for hours just trying to get to rank 10 in a class. Yep, I was pretty dumb. I'm not going to use any of my Nopon coins right now, though, just because it's pretty freaking easy to rank up to rank 10 at this early stage in the game. But, like, when we start unlocking different classes and stuff later on, and at a much quicker rate, I'll definitely be using those Nopon coins to increase ranks and classes. That's why I've been saying, hey, better go for Nopon coins, but okay. So, there's something I want to do in this Let's Play, and what I want to do is I want to go over, I just want to briefly go over every single class in the entire game. There are a lot of these, and a lot of my note-taking time for this Let's Play went into these. So, without further ado, let's start with the Swordfighter Class. The Swordfighter Class is an attacker that specializes in close-range attacks and is one of the most well-balanced classes. It can be really good against unique monsters and bosses. This is a Kavesi class, so that means all of the normal arts charge over time. Let's go over Swordfighter's arts. Ground Beat can do a good amount of damage, but it has no effects, and there are better arts. It is the Swordfighter class's only AoE attack, but if you play as I do, like having everyone target one enemy, then you don't want that high damage AoE art equipped. Though if you don't target one enemy, I can see it being useful. Just be careful not to spam it too much, because that could make you accumulate a lot of aggro that you really don't want on an attacker. This is a rank 1 Master Art. Master Arts is this set of arts to the left. Kavesi classes can only use Agnian Master Arts, and vice versa, so keep that in mind when making your build. Air Slash is a great art. For one thing, it charges in less than 30 seconds. When canceling the art, it boosts damage by 25%. If that doesn't sound high enough, that's because that's how it is starting at rank 1 of the Swordfighter class. You can upgrade your arts by increasing your rank in the class. Being rank 10 in the Swordfighter class increases it to 35%. The max rank is 20, but we're capped at 10 for a long time. You should definitely try to reach rank 10 as soon as you can, so you can do more damage with your arts. Moving on to a pretty important art that I just don't use, it's Shadow Eye. It has the aggro you've accumulated and grants attack up. I recommend using this art if you're having a problem with keeping the aggro off of you. You can use this as a master art at rank 10. Now, I gotta tell you about the two arts that you should have equipped at all times. Edge Thrust does more damage when attacking from the back, which in turn charges your talent art up a bit. Sword Strike is possibly the most important of these two. Hitting from the side can inflict break on an enemy. Doing this also charges up your talent art a bit. Speaking of your talent art, the talent art for the Swordfighter class is Overclock Buster. This talent art does a ton of damage on its own, but ranking up can make it even more powerful. And when an enemy is dazed, it does even more damage. Obviously, this talent art is very good. One thing I'd like to mention before we move on is class stats. The stats here are multipliers given to a character's base stats. That's why when you switch classes, you'll see your stats go up or down depending on the stat multipliers in that class. Like I said earlier, this class is one of the most well-balanced classes, and its stats prove that. Let's go over what all these stats actually do. HP is obviously how much health you have. Attack affects how much damage you do with auto attacks and physical damage arts. Healing power determines how effective your healing arts are. Dexterity affects how accurate your attacks are. The higher this stat is, the more often you'll hit the enemy. Agility affects your ability to dodge attacks. Block rate affects your ability to block physical attacks. You keep in mind that ether attacks cannot be blocked. Critical rate determines how often you land critical hits. And finally, physical and ether defense determines how much damage you take from physical and ether attacks. The Swordfighter class actually has less of an attack multiplier than Senna's class, the Ogre class, making it weaker in damage. But it makes up for that a bit by having a really good dexterity multiplier, meaning your attacks, although a little weaker, still hit more often. On to Swordfighter's class skills. Cypher Edge boosts critical rate by 10 to 50% and is a master skill at rank 5. Sharp Eye boosts dexterity by 10 to 50%. Covert Attack reduces aggro generated from attacks by 20 to 65% and is a master skill at rank 15. And in Spirit boosts damage dealt by 60 to 150% when fighting a unique monster or a boss. Aptitude means a natural ability to do a thing, so the characters in this game all have aptitude ranks for every class. Swordfighter being Noah's base class means he has an S rank aptitude with the class. Mio has an A rank, Lance has a B rank, Uni has a B rank, Senna has a C rank, and Tyon has a D rank. You may be asking, why should I use the Swordfighter class with anyone other than Noah if everyone else is worse at it than him? Good question. The answer is they're not actually worse at it. It's more like compatibility than anything. You get more class points based on what the rank is. For D rank, it's only a multiplier of 50%, for C it's 65%, for B it's 75%, for A it's 85%, and the S rank has a multiplier of 100%. Class points are used to rank up in a class, so Noah will rank up the fastest in this class, while Tyon will rank up the slowest. Someone has an S rank on a class when it's either their base class or they're the inheritor of that class. We'll go more into that in the future. You should at least try experimenting with different classes on every character for the master arts and skills. Those will be very useful to you. Now for Lanza's base class, Heavy Guard! A Kavesi Defender class that specializes in using arts to attract enemies while protecting allies. This class is your early game tank. Out of the two defenders you have in the beginning, this one has the most HP, the highest attack, and the highest physical defense. Starting Heavy Guard's arts, we have Bull Rush. Using Bull Rush inflicts topple on an enemy inflicted with Break. This is definitely an art you want to have equipped at all times because you are going to want to topple enemies. It's extremely helpful. This next one is probably Heavy Guard's worst art, Solid Stance. It can help in a pinch, like if you see you'll begin running low on HP and want to take less damage real quick. This art boosts your defense up by 25%, but it also reduces your attack by 25%. This isn't a terrible art. I do see its use, but with how good your defense is in this class anyway, I don't feel like it's necessary to have this art. If you want this art available with other classes, it becomes available as a master art at rank 10. With Variable Turret, you shoot a barrage of bullets at an enemy. This art hits over 20 times and blocks attacks while doing it, which with the Defender class, charges up the talent art gauge a bit. Honestly, this seems to be a really good art. Crash Out is one of the arts I recommend keeping on you. It's a frontward AoE attack, so you can deal a high amount of damage to many foes. Using this can also get you a lot of the aggro that you really want to keep on you as a defender. Uppercut Slash does even more damage than Crash Out, and it is great. It has a power multiplier of 300% at rank 1, and only takes a few more seconds to charge than Crash Out. It also gains you high aggro. I recommend using this art as well. Now for Heavy Guard's talent art, Mad Taunt. It might seem lame because it does no damage, but this art's actually very helpful. If you're having trouble keeping the aggro, this art automatically grants the user a ton of aggro. It also just makes sense for this to be Heavy Guard's talent art just because of how important keeping the aggro is to this class. Now for this class's skills, Defense Soul boosts physical defense by 10 to 20% and is available as a master skill at rank 5. I'll Protect You reduces damage taken by allies in a fixed radius by 10 to 30%. Tenacious Blocker boosts block rate by 30 to 50% when HP is at 30% or lower and is available as a master skill at rank 15. And Aggravator accrues aggro every second. Here's the class aptitude for the party members. Uni's base class, Medic Gunner, is a Kavesi class that specializes in healing and providing buffs to allies in a wide area. When it comes to healing power, this class is the better of the two healers in the early game. Though, when it comes to attacking, this class isn't very good, which means this class is mostly just support. That's not a bad thing though. Healing attracts a lot of aggro, so attacking shouldn't really be something a healer is focused on. Although it's not great at attacking, it can inflict dazed on toppled enemies with Myopic Screen. This is the only daze art available for a while. This is a rank 1 master art. Group Heal is Medic Gunner's best normal healing art. When used, it heals yourself and the people around you. If you want an easier time healing everyone, you can have them follow the leader. Once they're close to you, then you can just heal everyone at the same time. Also, a good thing to do when going to heal someone is to dash. If you click in the right stick, you can dash over to whoever needs healing. Vortex is an okay art, but I wouldn't recommend it. When you hit the enemy, it heals nearby allies, but the healing is very good, and again, attacking shouldn't be a healer's goal. Let's get into the buffs and debuffs real quick, because there's not much to say about them. Ether Cannon lowers an enemy's accuracy, and Power Ring raises the attack of anyone in its field. Now for Medic Gunner's talent art, Healing Ring. It grants Regenerate to anyone standing in its field. Regenerate heals you over time, and it lasts for around 30 seconds. It's a great way to heal up the party, so it's a pretty good talent art for this class. Going over this class's skills, Eternal Formation increases field effect duration by 30 to 50% and is a master skill at rank 15. Medical Mind boosts the amount of HP healed from using talent arts by 20 to 30%. Speedy Recovery boosts the speed of ally revival by 20 to 40% and raises healing by 5 to 15. And Ninja Healer reduces aggro generated from healing arts by 30 to 50% and is a master skill at rank 5. Here's the class aptitude for the party members. Mio's base class, Zephyr, is an Agnian defender that specializes in drawing the enemy's attention while avoiding their attacks. This defender is speedy. It has the best agility out of all the first classes in the game. Comparing it to Heavy Guard, the agility and dexterity with this class is great, though with that, its attack stat is lower. To make up for that, however, its arts recharge super quickly. Agnian classes recharge their arts by landing auto attacks, and because of this class being able to recharge its arts quickly, the arts are very spammable, which can definitely help with drawing the aggro in. You definitely want Butterfly Blade equipped. This art boosts aggro generated when using it by 50 to 100%. This is of course a defender class, so keeping the aggro is very important. Having the aggro with this class is also important because of Air Fang. This art boosts damage dealt when attacking enemies targeting you by 50 to 100%. You can do so much damage with this. I really like having this art, it's just so good. White Slash is a good art. While this art is active, you evade attacks at the cost of a low critical rate. The low crit rate is kind of a downer, but with this class you should be more focused on spamming arts to keep aggro off of the attackers and healers. Plus, being able to evade the attacks the enemies throw at you is a really good thing for a defender that's taking tons of hits. Basically, leave the damage to the other defenders or attackers, and just focus on keeping that aggro. Out of the rest of Zephyr's physical arts, this one takes the longest to recharge, but it's fine when you'll be spamming Butterfly Blade and Air Slash so often anyways. This is a Master Art at rank 1. Glow Ring is basically just Mad Taunt. When you use it, it gives the enemy target lock, which makes the enemy focus on only you for about 10 seconds. I can actually see this being useful, but not as one of your main arts. I'd say it's better as a Master Art, which it becomes at rank 10. If you can get whoever's using Heavy Guard to rank 10 in the Zephyr class, I can imagine this being pretty good as a sort of secondary Mad Taunt. Now we have what is probably Zephyr's worst art, Speed Demon. This art boosts evasion by 30% and reduces damage dealt by 15%. We already have Wide Slash, which actually does some damage, although with a lower crit rate. This is a stance art, so it doesn't actually do any damage. If that wasn't bad enough, this art takes 12 to 8 hits to recharge. Even the highest ranks recharge isn't good enough to make this art worth having, because by the time you get to that rank, Wide Slash's recharge is just 5 hits. Just stick with Wide Slash. It may increase evasion a bit less, but that recharge rate is at least not nearly as terrible. Now for Zephyr's talent art, Gemini Strike. For a badass name like that, this art does not do the most damage, but it's easy to charge up and it evades attacks, and boosts aggro generated by 50 to 100%. With how spammable it is, I'd say this is a pretty good talent art and definitely fits with everything the Zephyr class is about. But also for some weird reason, this art is only an ether attack with Mio. It's a physical attack for everyone else. That does make it better for her though, because ether attacks cannot be blocked. Now for this class's skills, Stormy Gale boosts agility by 10 to 30% and is a master skill at rank 15. Ether's Sanctuary boosts ether defense by 10 to 30%. Split Second Counter deals 100 to 200% of attack damage when you evade an attack and is a master skill at rank 5. I'll Defend You has an 8 to 16% chance to prevent attacks on allies within a fixed radius. Here's the class aptitude for the party members. Tyon's base class is Tactician, an Agnian healer that specializes in dazzling foes and offering support by using spell tags. This is one of my least favorite classes to play as in the beginning. Its arts are good, but it takes so long to recharge them because the auto attack is so slow. So it's definitely better controlled by the AI. Speaking of its arts, let's start with Overfall. It lowers the ether defense of an enemy. This is a master art at rank 10. Giving enemies debuffs is definitely this class's strong suit. 3 of its 5 arts give some sort of debuff. Avenging Eagle is one of these arts. It's a frontward AoE attack and lowers enemy evasion. I'd say this one's pretty good, especially if you don't focus on one enemy at a time. The last one of these debuffing arts is Dark Banner. This art puts enemies to sleep. Here's the problem with sleep. When you hit the enemy once, it'll wake up immediately. It's good if you're just trying to focus on one enemy, but another just won't stop attacking you. But honestly, it's pretty easy to deal with that most of the time. It's good that it's a frontward AoE, so you can just easily put this effect on enemies, but I'd rather have one of the other 2 arts. But this is a rank 1 master art, so it is useful for that. It being a side art instead of one of your main arts is definitely where this art belongs. Now for the art that buffs the party, Hazy Field sets up a field that raises evasion for those in the field. And of course, it's a healer class, so it does have a healing art. Stormy Skies heals the party around the user. Honestly, I don't think this class is that great of a healer. The only art it has that's actually good at healing is the talent art. Tactician's talent art is Tidal Wave. It's a pretty good healing art. It's good to use when you're in a pinch and need some fast healing. Now for this class's skills, Ethereal Ability boosts damage dealt by ether arts by 30 to 50% and is a master skill at rank 5. Shield Render adds a 60 to 100% chance for attacks to be unblockable. Eternal Curse extends duration timers of debuffs applied to enemies by 30 to 50%. And Inevitable Evitability grants a 6 to 10% chance to evade enemy attacks and becomes a master skill at rank 15. Here's the class aptitude for the party members. Senna's base class Ogre is an Agdian defender who smashes through foes' defenses with a huge hammer and unstoppable arts. It has a good attack stat and a good physical defense stat, but its ether defense is bad, and the recharge on most of its arts is pretty terrible. For this reason, I gotta say, this class is bad. Let's go over this class's arts. First up is Big Impact. This art inflicts blowdown on an enemy when hitting from the front. Blowdown tosses the target backwards into the air, stopping their current attack. That's a good status to put on an enemy, but this art takes 10 hits to recharge all the way up until rank 10, where it drops down to a whopping 9. This is a good art outside of the recharge. It does a pretty decent amount of damage. Here's what, in my opinion, is Ogre's best art: Hammerhead. The reason I like this one is that it recharges in 3 hits. The problem is that the auto attacks take so long. This class is just extremely slow with everything, which is why I don't like to use it much at all. Next up is Cannonball. While it does have a situational effect with it dealing extra damage when attacking a dazed enemy, I think this art is pretty good. I wouldn't recommend it, but the recharge is faster on this art than Big Impact, with it being at 8 hits and then going to 7 at rank 10, plus it has a cool animation when you use it. Let's get into the Master Arts. At rank 1, you can use Giant Swing as a Master Art. It inflicts knockback on enemies, which is essentially a tiny blowdown. I'd say it's worth equipping due to its high damage multiplier. The next one is a Master Art at rank 10. Maximum Voltage makes your attacks unblockable and boosts damage dealt by 20%. I could see this being very useful against some bosses and unique monsters that try to block your attacks all the time. But I will say that the recharge on this is absolutely terrible. It starts at 12 hits and goes down to 8 by rank 20. Now for the Ogre class's talent art, Pressure Drop. This art inflicts launch on the toppled enemy, which is great for later when you have a smash art to follow up with. And right now we'll focus on that awesome damage this can do to foes. With a 500% multiplier at rank 1, this talent art is great. It's not as good as Overclocked Buster, but it's still pretty good for how crappy the rest of this class has been. Now for class skills. Fighting Prowess boosts damage dealt by physical arts by 30 to 50% and is a master skill at rank 5. Insult to Injury boosts damage dealt when attacking toppled enemies by 60 to 150%. Dynamite Spirit boosts damage dealt by 20 to 60% when HP is at 90% or higher and is a master skill at rank 15. And Fury Smash increases reaction success rate by 10 to 45%. Here's the class aptitude for the party members. While I was getting footage for all that, a lot of stuff happened. First of all, we're all level 16 now, and if we go to classes, I can now choose pretty much almost all the classes we have right now. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so that is what just playing the game for a little bit does for you. Man, I'm already rank 8 and 7 with these classes, so that's really good. Anyway, next time on Xenoblade Chronicles 3, we're going to head into the next area and see what there is to explore there. Alright, see you guys next time.